Hey everyone, hope you're all having a lovely day today. So if you follow me on Instagram, you may have seen that today is my 2-year YouTube anniversary, I guess. I truly cannot fathom that it has been 2 years that I've been doing YouTube. But since it was my 2-year anniversary, whatever you want to call that, I asked you guys if you wanted to see either a Q&A or a 15 weird facts tag. And it was literally neck and neck. Like, it was literally a 1 vote difference between the Q&A and the 15 random facts tag. Q&A did end up winning, but as I was waking up this morning, and actually as I was in the shower this morning, I was literally thinking like, hey, wanna know what else it is today? April Fool's Day. And so I kind of felt like 15 weird facts kind of is more in line with an April Fool's Day kind of a theme. That plus the fact that I feel like I didn't really get enough questions to fill a whole video. So if you did DM me a Q&A question, don't worry, I will be responding to those directly. But without further ado, here is the 15 random or 15 weird facts tag. Also, these are questions that are already made. I think it was like a tag from like way back when. At the very end of the video, I also am gonna add 5 more that are just to make it, you know, more personal. But anyway, here we go. Number 1, what's a nickname only your family calls you? My dad, for as long as I can remember, used to call me a dudester. Not 100% sure why, but he does. 2, what is a weird habit of yours? I used to do this thing all the time with my best friend, Issa, where we used to just go like, I like can't really do it anymore, but we used to just like do that like clicking sound, and I used to do it all around the house all the time. And I feel bad because it made my dad really, really angry. He would be like, Jack, you know, one day you're gonna be sitting in a job interview and you're gonna be like, and then like, you're not gonna get the job. And I kind of stopped doing it, I think because I realized that it pissed everyone in my family off. But that used to be a weird habit that I would do just out of nowhere. I would just like go like that, I don't know. Number 3, do you have any weird phobias? Yes, I do. I actually have 3 weird phobias. Number 1, I am horrified, terrified of like parrots. Not like birds. I like birds, but like those big red parrots. I don't know if it's just because I have very sensitive ears. I have very sensitive ears. I'm like a fennec fox, those things with like the huge ears. I can't do the noise. I can't do, like, I don't know. Something about them is just so intimidating. Number 2, when I was really little, I don't have this fear anymore, obviously. But when I was really little, I used to be like afraid of sleeping. For some reason, the fact that you don't know when it happens used to freak me out, and kind of still does when I like I've had to get surgery before, and I was more nervous for the fact that like, oh no, they're gonna have to knock me out and I'm not gonna know when it happens. I was more nervous for that than I was getting the actual surgery. This is not a fear I have anymore. I do go to sleep every night, but when I was really little, I also used to have really bad insomnia, so I don't know if this kind of like factored into that. Number 3, I wouldn't consider this a phobia as much as it is like kind of an intimidation. I'm very like intimidated by horses. I think that horses are such gorgeous animals. I think they're super cool, but I'm also extremely intimidated by them. Like, I don't know how the heck we domesticated horses, because those things are all muscle. They're super strong, super powerful, super fast. I'm like, how did this happen? I do not know. Number 4, what's a song you secretly love to blast and belt out when you're alone? So many songs. Oh my gosh. Let me just like look up my Spotify really quick. I love Spotify so freaking much. Not sponsored at all. I just really, really, really love making playlists. I have a playlist for like any freaking time of the year, any time of day. Oh gosh, like I can't even, there's just too many to name. Now I'm like, now that I'm trying to think about it, I don't know, let me think. Tongue Tied by Group Love is obviously an amazing song to belt and blast and just kind of, I feel like, puts you in a good mood. We'll get back to that question. Once I remember more, I'll just randomly throughout the video, I'll just be like, oh my gosh, this is also a great song to blast and belt when you're alone. I literally also have a playlist called Songs to Sing in the Shower. I didn't make it, someone else did. 5, what's one of your biggest pet peeves? When people, oh gosh, when people drive or walk really slow. I'm a very fast person. I know it's probably something I should work on. I talk fast, I walk fast. But for some reason, when I'm behind someone at the wheel and they're like just driving super, super slow and they're like making you hit the yellow lights, I just get so angry and mad. I'm literally sitting there like, ugh, like, or when you're walking and people are walking in front of you, but like very, very slow, or when people are walking in a group in front of you and they're like walking very slow, taking their time, and you're like, can I just get around you? 6, what's one of your nervous habits? I don't really do this anymore, but when I was in middle school, I was very, very, very socially awkward. I don't really know why. Actually, I think it was just like lack of confidence. I like wasn't comfortable in my own skin. That's very not the case now. I'm super loud and I don't shut up. but I used to constantly go like this whenever I got really nervous. I don't know why, but like I remember my mom used to be like, stop doing that with your hands whenever I used to like, because I'd be out in like public or like in social settings and I used to like go like this. Again, not the case anymore, but that used to be a nervous habit of mine. I do it like once in a while, but it's like very rare. Number 7, what side of the bed do you sleep on? I don't know. I know that I sleep on this shoulder a lot. It's like bent. I'm not even kidding. Like if you see, like I have very uneven shoulders and I'm pretty sure it's just because I'm constantly sleeping on this one. Number 8, what was your first stuffed animal and what was his name? I actually don't remember my first stuffed animal. I know that I had a stuffed porcupine that I really liked. I know I had a cow. I had many cows. I really love cows. That's why I don't eat beef. I literally am not a vegan or anything. I just don't eat beef because I think cows are like really cute animals. Number 9, what's the drink you always order at Starbucks? I don't go to Starbucks and I don't really drink coffee. I actually went to get coffee today, but it wasn't from Starbucks and it was a rainbow cookie latte and it is amazing. But I mostly drink tea. Like if it's my day off and I'm like just reading or if I'm like doing homework, I usually will just make like some tea. At work, I'm always drinking green tea. Like me and my coworker, we love drinking green tea, but I only drink green tea at work and I only drink like not green tea at home. Like at home, I'll usually have like Assam or Ceylon or Darjeeling. 10, which way do you face in the shower? Away from the shower, like away from the water the majority of the time, but if I'm washing my face, I'll face the shower, like the water. 11, do you have any weird body skills? I used to be able to, I don't know if I can still do it. The last time I attempted it was last year, but I used to be able to, I think I might still be able to, but I used to be able to do a back bend walkover, which basically means that you bend your back all the way and like, you know, you just keep going. And then I could kick over and like do, I don't know, like it wasn't a back flip or a back handspring, but it was like close-ish. It's called a back walkover, back kickover. Used to be able to do that. 12, what's your favorite comfort food? I love food. I don't know if I have a favorite comfort food. My favorite foods in general, like I said, I don't have a specific favorite food, but I have favorite foods and it's Italian food and breakfast food. Italian foods, obviously, like grew up on pasta and breakfast foods because there's no bad breakfast food. I feel like I don't like waffles, but pancakes, bacon, eggs, like everything like breakfast related is just good. 13, what's a phrase or exclamation you always say? An exclamation I say a lot. It's not really an exclamation, but if I get really excited about something, I'll just go like, woo! Like I'll just do a little woo, I guess you could say, but it's specifically that like a high-pitched like woo, and I always did. Like in college I did it all the time. I still do it when I'm at home, like if something good happens, just woo. But in terms of a phrase that I say a lot, I would say I think like I'm so odd that I can't even. Oh, I say you know all the time, and I know it's a problem. So many people have called me out on it. Whenever I'm telling a story, they'll always be like, you know, and oh gosh, I know I'm saying it and I always say I'm going to try and stop doing it, and then that never works. But I would say a phrase I say every 5 words is, you know, and an exclamation, woo. 14, what do you wear when you go to sleep? I wear my old section shirts from marching band. I was in marching band in college and high school. But in college, I played the mellophone. It's like a marching French horn, if you don't know what that is. And since I went to Delaware, we called ourselves Melloware because we're really punny. And so I wear my section shirt usually to bed. 15, what did you used to wear that you thought was cool, but now you realize it isn't? Ugh. Okay, so story time. When I was a freshman in high school, you know that like cringy middle school emo phase, punk, whatever? Yeah, I had that sort of kinda. When I was a freshman, I thought the darker the color of the shirt, the better. One of my favorite shirts that I used to wear all the time was this dark gray American Eagle shirt. All I wore was American Eagle freshman year of high school. It was just American Eagle and like dark pants. Usually like black sweatpants or like dark, I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking. Again, I was 14, 15. But there was this dark gray American Eagle shirt with like a blood red eagle and like a light gray eagle. And then it was like, there were like splatter colors on it. And I thought that was the coolest shirt ever. I had like really long hair too. That was another thing. I had long hair. Oh gosh. That phase is over. Thank God. But yeah, that happened. Now for 5 other weird facts about me, if these are considered weird. I guess 16, so this is like a little bonus 5. 16, I don't really have a favorite color, but I have favorite color combinations. I really, really love the color combination like green and brown, like these pillows, literally. Green and brown, light blue and navy blue, teal and orange. I really love that. But the one color that I absolutely despise and don't like at all is red. I don't know why I can't get behind it. I just don't like the color red. Number 17, I have a kind of weird fascination with agriculture and homesteading and like farm stuff. I don't live on a farm. I never lived on a farm or near a farm, but I find that stuff to be super cool. When I was in undergrad, we had a campus farm and I was super like, I loved it. I loved going there. We had like Ag Day, which is like Agriculture Day. I always went every year. I follow homesteading YouTubers on YouTube. I don't know. I just find it to be super cool and interesting. Number 18. For me, I don't know if anyone else has this, but when I think of memories, what helps me to remember something is what song was stuck in my head during that time. Like I have a Spotify playlist called ATM, which means at the moment. And when I think back to like a certain time of my life, what helps me to remember it, or what I think of when I remember a certain time, is like what songs were stuck in my head during that period of time. Like for example, like March of 2021, like All I Wanted by Into Anua was stuck in my head, as well as like, what else? Maps by the Yeah Yeah Yeahs. Or like September of 2020, like I remember so well. I had like Fleet Foxes songs stuck in my head, like a lot of them because it was starting to be fall, but I also had like Hanging Long Enough by Phil Collins stuck in my head during that period of time. I had Kiss from a Rose by Seal. Like certain memories are just associated with songs, which is why I think I have so many Spotify playlists, because a lot of my playlists are like middle school, high school, like this semester in college, you know? Number 19, I took French for 7 years and cannot speak one word of it. But I've only been learning Spanish and Portuguese like on my own for less than a year, but I feel like I would be way more comfortable talking to somebody in Spanish or Portuguese. Not that it would be good, I'm not fluent, but I feel way more comfortable speaking those than I do with French. And I took that for 7 years and I cannot speak like one lick of it. I'm sorry if you speak French. Also sorry, madame from college. If you're watching, you're probably not, but I'm sorry. And number 20, I always wanted to do YouTube. I have always wanted to have a YouTube channel and I never really thought that I would. And then for some reason in 2020, April 1st of 2020, I decided to make a video about God and like not really my testimony, but just kind of like how salvation is by grace through faith rather than works. And I never ever thought that it would be something that I did, one, as long as I've been doing it, and two, that it would become what it is. I literally don't have any words. I like can't thank God enough for like this channel and like the people I've met from this channel. Like if I've had the pleasure of like having a conversation with you, like just know that those conversations, those really like they mean a lot to me. I cannot wait until like we're all in heaven together and we can just all finally meet in person and like talk, kind of wrap this whole video up. Like I'm so grateful that God has allowed me to have this channel. You know, I know today I literally just talked about me the whole time, but I feel like I don't really do that. But I just can't thank God enough for every single one of you guys watching right now, for the opportunity to do this. You know, I knew when I was in college that I wanted to do something ministry related, even though I'm not going for a directly ministry related field. I remember when I was in school, I was like, I really want to like do something with ministry, and I didn't know how to do that. And YouTube offered that platform, and I feel like it has just been, without a doubt, one of the biggest blessings in my life. So I would like to thank you all for being here for the ride, if you're still watching, and also just for being here for the ride on YouTube. I'm just beyond grateful for this community and this channel. So let me know if you have any weird facts about yourself or any of the questions that I, answered in the video. If you guys have any answers to them, please let me know in the comments below. I love hearing about everything that you guys are doing. And as always, have a lovely rest of your day and God bless.